The 90s were notorious for encouraging individuality. Generation X was in its heyday. Alternative music was heard all over the place. TV gave us Friends and Seinfeld, and on film we had The Matrix, Forrest Gump, Titanic, Fight Club, and many other great films. Hi, this is Gordon with the Atlanta Cinemaniacs, and with this video we are introducing to you our picks for the top 5 hidden film jewels of the 90s. Don't forget to stick around till the end of this video to find out how to win this cool Atlanta Cinemaniacs t-shirt free. Let's begin. Copycat, 1995. A serial killer is on the loose in San Francisco, copycatting the crimes of infamous killers in history, and he has his eyes set on serial killer psychologist Dr. Helen Hudson, played by Sigourney Weaver. Cops Monahan, played by Holly Hunter, and Getz, played by Dermot Mulroney, are desperate for her expertise. The problem is, she's now an anxiety-ridden agoraphobic after surviving an attempt on her life by murderer Darrell Lee Cullum, played by Harry Connick Jr. Released 1 month after Seven hit cinemas, it was swallowed in the shadow of Fincher's now classic serial killer whodunit. This is a fun, at times terrifying piece of movie making, made all the more exceptional by the playoffs between Hunter and Weaver. It was directed by John Amiel, written by Ann Biderman and David Madsen, and starred Sigourney Weaver, Holly Hunter, and Dermot Mulroney. The 13th Floor. A virtual reality noir thriller, Douglas Hall, played by Craig Bierko, finds himself the prime suspect in the murder of a VR systems billionaire designer, Hannon Fuller. With the help of Fuller's daughter, he ventures into the simulation, a mock-up of 1937 Los Angeles, to find clues left by his deceased mentor. It was released a month after The Matrix, and suffered at the box office due to their similar subject matter. 2 reality exposés in the same genre was too much for audiences, who opted for the action-packed Wachowski offering. There's a bunch of solid twists that'll have you gobsmacked when they roll around. It was written by Daniel F. Kaluuya and Joseph Rusnak. It stars Craig Bierko, Gretchen Mol, and Armin Mueller-Stahl. Swimming with Sharks, 1994. The cutthroat film industry at its cruelest, Swimming tells of a ruthless movie exec, Buddy Ackerman, played by Kevin Spacey, and his latest assistant, the bumbling guy, played by Frank Whaley. He tears him a new one every chance he gets. Its small-time indie sensibility, things ain't gonna pan out how you expect, was likely a bit too hit and miss for some. Kevin Spacey's performance is like a bitter Lester Burnham. His snipes might be heartless, but damn if he ain't telling the cold, hard truth. It was directed by George Wong, written by George Wong, and it stars Kevin Spacey, Frank Whaley, and Michelle Forbes. Jackie Brown, 1997. Quentin Tarantino's Elmore Leonard crime adaptation rebooted Pam Grier's career with a starring turn as moonlighting air stewardess Jackie Brown. When Jackie's caught red-handed by the FBI smuggling cash for wannabe tough guy Ordell Roby, played by Samuel L. Jackson, the plot twists come thick and fast. The follow-up to 1994's phenomenal Pulp Fiction, Brown had its work cut out for it before it began. Deemed overlong by some, its drawn-out last act alienated audiences keen for the peppiness of pulp. When the narrative threads of the last hour pull together, watch Greer closely. Her subtle performance is nothing short of perfect. It was written by Quentin Tarantino from a novel by Elmore Leonard, and it stars Pam Grier, Samuel L. Jackson, and Robert Forster. Copland, 1997. A blazing crew of Hollywood's finest unite for this New York tale of police corruption. Kick-started by a case of mistaken weaponry, the nephew, played by Michael Rappaport, of Lieutenant Donlin, played by Harvey Keitel, is instructed to go into hiding after a murder, the effects of which spiral out into the police community. James Mangold's gritty cop flick has one of the most impressive casts assembled during the 90s. It was directed by James Mangold and written by James Mangold, and stars Sylvester Stallone, Harvey Keitel, and Ray Liotta. And that's our list. Please have in mind that this is just our opinion, and we can always agree to disagree. On a side note, we are giving away an Atlanta Cinemaniacs t-shirt. To be considered for this giveaway, you just need to subscribe and leave a comment. Tell us your favorite hidden film jewel from the 90s, and we'll announce the winner on the next video, so stay tuned. It's a known fact that giving makes people happier, so if this video is entertaining and you feel generous, you can help us sustain the basic cost of this channel by subscribing to our Patreon. Even $1 a month helps. The link will be in the description. Also, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.